Hey, welcome back to the channel this week. Boy, this weekend I had a great time. I was out photographing a vintage car race, or I should say a hill climb race, over Castle Hill in Ipswich. It was a nice windy course and a couple of nice long straights. And all these cars were they were pre-war cars, 1934, 1936, 37, 38, 39. Boy, they were great. Really, really fun to shoot it. And I gotta tell you, this XT3 performed really great. I used the 7300 on it, and I used with my XH1, which I'm filming with right now, I used the 16-80 right here. Now, the tight shots with the 7300, they really worked out well, but as is always with the 7300, don't try zooming while you're shooting because it's not gonna focus. So I was picking my focal length and then right through. And then with this 16-80, same thing. I'm not going to try zooming with it. So I picked my focal length and it worked great. And my panning, 1/25th of a second, worked out perfectly. I got just what I wanted. And somewhere in a magazine, I read something about pro photographers that shoot car racing all the time. 1/25th of a second is pretty close, 90th, 60th, something like that, somewhere in that range. And it also depends on how fast the car's going and whether you can keep up with it or not. And for me, it was the shots that I got that were great when I was panning were not as they were parallel to the camera, as they're coming more at me and turning like this. And that makes more sense because I was following and there was a certain point, sweet spot, boom, right about in there, and then follow like this. Worked out great. And if you get a chance to shoot any kind of vintage cars, well, I think they're great, but you may not. But they're really very, very cool. And I gotta tell you, I got some great shots. And if you, like I said, if you get a chance, try and do some of it. It's kind of fun. It doesn't have to be a race. It could be a car club rally or whatever it is. Be fun. Anyway, stay tuned after the break, and we're gonna get to some shots. Oh, I forgot. My video camera cut out after I did a couple of clips of me talking. Not sure what was going on. I thought it was recording, but I was incorrect. And so I've got got a couple of clips of me, and I've got some audio because the audio recorder was working. But other than that, not so much. I was hoping to do video so I could show cars going by and stuff, but it just didn't work out, unfortunately. So you're going to see what I got though. So stay tuned after the break and we're going to get right to the photographs and a little bit of audio in the background. Hey, welcome back to the channel today. Got a really great event. I'm out shooting the Castle Hill climb. It's a vintage car race. More of a, they're all 1939. They're really old cars. And I'm going to be photographing this for the local paper. I'm going to bring you along with me, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to get. They're really holding people back here from standing anywhere normal so you can get a good shot. But I understand the reasoning behind that. You can see over in here, there's a little swing in the road here. I'm going to get a shot over there, and then come over here around this corner. So we're going to try and get some shots that I'm coming around this corner. Yep, that's what it sounded like in 1939. Well, the guy in this trike almost lost it. I'm sure he got some great footage on his GoPro attached to his helmet. Well, so far it's been kind of interesting. I've had to move a couple of times. There's been a shadow that's just of trees that has just infected the corner that I've been shooting at. So we moved down to another spot, and hopefully there's an open area here. That's a cool car. After each run, all the cars ended up in front of the castle, and the spectators were encouraged to come up and look the cars over. I was enthralled by this 1937 sprint car, number 66, in the red, bright red color. It was really cool. Then for the second run, I moved all the way down towards the start line where there was a nice straightaway. Get this 1937 old gray mare just zooming by, making a lot of noise. Then I tried doing some panning shots at a 1/25th of a second. This one here worked out great. I really liked it. The scenery behind it of the marsh and how it's changed color is really, really cool. I love this shot of this Bugatti coming up the hill like this. It's really kind of neat. The winding road behind it really makes this photograph. And then, of course, this timeless shot of this MG coming up the hill like this. I love the way the background's blurred at a 1/25th of a second. It's kind of cool. And then, of course, my favorite all-time car from this race was this 1937 red sprint car. It was beautifully restored and just a wonderful photograph every time I shot a picture of it. So I hope you enjoyed the photographs from this week's video. Boy, I had a great time doing it. Some really cool stuff. And if you wouldn't mind, please give me a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. It would really help this channel out a lot. Since I took 3 months off, things have been sliding a little bit, so I'm hoping to build it back up again. And that's it for this week, and we'll catch you next time.